aunties, uncles, nieces, and nephews. Okay, the home of the grown and the sexy. Okay, the home of the family. We family around here. You know what I'm saying? Hey y'all, we made it. It's Friday. We made it. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Yes, hallelujah. Thank y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, it's Friday. For some people, it's the sixth day, okay? Which it is the sixth day technically. But, so, yes, we made it, and we made it. If you're starting your Friday, okay, before your weekend, okay, it's Friday, and I'm ready to swing. Come on, it's Friday, y'all. We made it. Some people didn't make it, y'all. We made it. If you can hear me, we made it, okay? We made it. All praises to the Most High. I just want to get on here today. I'm going to do something a little different today, and I just want to encourage somebody. I just want to encourage you to let it go. Let God, let go and let God. You know, let it go. Whatever it is, it's not that big. It's not that serious. Let it go. Give it to God. Put it in the hands of the Most High. Let it go. That's what I want to encourage somebody today. Somebody needs to hear this today. Let it go. Let it go. That's what's in my spirit today. Somebody don't like you, so what? Let it go. Somebody don't want to be your friend, so what? Let it go. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? Encourage somebody today. Be somebody positive today. Love somebody other than yourself today. Hug somebody today. You know what? I just think it is. I think the world is just so angry. The world is just so angry. Everybody is just so angry. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, um, yesterday, hey baby, just everybody's so angry. Yesterday, there was a lady, she sat at my bar, and me and her, she was a little special. She was a little special needs, and she sat at my bar, and we had a lack of communication for a minute, because I didn't really, like, I was trying to understand what she wanted, but I couldn't really, like, 100% understand what she needed or whatever. But so I thought she wanted her food to go, but she didn't. She wanted to stay and talk. She was like, I like your energy, woo woo. I'm like, okay. So but she was so upset because I didn't understand that she wanted it for there, so I made her food to go. And so she was like, you don't want me here, like, and I'm like, no, like, no. And so I was like, honey, it was just a simple mistake. It was, whatever. And, I was able to really, like, talk to her, like, and get through to her. And then she was like, oh, I apologize. Like, I'm so sorry. I just, people are always like, nobody, ever wants to eat a meal with me. People are always like pushing me, away. And I said, oh, that was never my intention. You know what I'm saying? I just truly, I was doing a lot of things. I'm here by myself. I'm running a bar in the restaurant by myself. I was like, and I just really misunderstood you. And I was like, never that. I'm not like, never like that. So she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And, so just sitting there, and I just, so I put her food on the plate, made it so pretty for her and stuff. And She was so like, it just made her heart happy, and she said, I can sit here and have a meal with people, because it was other people sitting at the bar, and everybody was just having a good time, baby, playing cards, dominoes, chess, baby. We was having a good time. We be kicking it at my establishment. So she was just like, so afterwards she was like, she wanted to order some food for her mother to take with her mom, to her mom. And I was like, okay, no problem. And y'all, she blessed me so much. Like, she blessed me. Like, financially, she like gave me a good blessing yesterday. And she was like, I gave you this blessing because you have she said, your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I said, she said, you could have, she's like, even when she said, I have, she says she has some some issues or whatever, and I don't want to tell her business even though nobody knows her, but those are her issues she shared with me. And she was like, usually people don't like to be bothered with a person like me. And I'm just like, you're still a person at the end of the day, and it was just like, it was such a like, just, and it was because everybody there was like, oh my God, like, you handled her with so much grace and care, you know what I'm saying? And it's because she was going through, and she just needed somebody to calm her down, have her listen and understand, you know what I'm saying, and then just laugh with her. She was like, oh my God, like. And so the owner, he came to me and he was like, everybody is like, where has she been all my life? You know what I'm saying? And that made me feel good. Because I'm like, because I'm just genuinely me. That's why I be telling people, like, I'm me. Like, I'm not going to change being who I am for anybody. I don't switch up, okay? If I mess with you, I mess with you. Even if I don't mess with you, long as we can part our ways peacefully. You go your way, I go mine. But it's like, some people can't get that. Some people don't, they're not like that, y'all. They can't be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And it's because chaos is going on in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody can tell me, if you live in peace, that you can't be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that, because I live in peace. So that's why I'm like, whatever. I shrug my shoulders. When you're the mother of 9 that have all different personalities, okay, you learn how to shrug your shoulders at some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't let everything get to you. But with that come, what they say, with age come wisdom. So I know a lot of young girls out here, they don't understand, they don't get it. But with age come wisdoms, baby. Some things you just let roll off your shoulders and roll down your back, and you don't even you can't dodge the rain all the time. You know what I'm saying? So some things you just got to let go. And you just got to let go. And I think that's where the disconnect be coming, and people be having a hard time with, because people be having a hard time letting go. You know what I'm saying? So I just, it just, because yesterday somebody came on my panel, and they said that, I love you, but what they say, when you're doing other people content, or when you're doing something, you have an evil heart, or something. They said something about my heart being evil or demonic, or something in that realm of things. And I was just like, that's not me. And so, it really didn't bother me, because I knew who I was. But then God had to show me last night with confirmation who I was and whom I was. And like, man, when people was like, oh, because we're new, our establishment is a black owned establishment. It has not only been open for 4 months or whatever. So we're new, and people were like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna come back here, like, we had so much fun, like, we got girl, look, we done challenged each other. They've been, can I get your number, T? You know what I'm saying? It's like, they taking my number. I done met 2 people yesterday, y'all, from my hometown. I was like, look at God. Look at God. Like, when I say, he will always show himself approved in all the things, because it wasn't bothering me, but I was just like, why, Lord? I gotta go get me a coffee this morning. I gotta get my coffee. Coffee. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, my beautiful people. It's Friday. We made it, y'all. We made it. We made it. We made it. Kiss your children. Hug your mama. Hug your daddy. Hug your grandma. Hug all your loved ones. Kiss them. You know what I'm saying? Some is so like, um, I didn't even know they made them cards no more. Y'all, the coffee line is long. I'm gonna have to go to the other coffee place. This coffee line is long. Everybody wants this one. The other one probably long too, but I'm gonna go to that one. Grand Rising, my beautiful people. Y'all have a blessed day today. Like, really, really show somebody some love. Y'all, I'm gonna be tired for the next 3 days. Auntie is going to be tired, okay? Um, I'm doing some favors for somebody, so I'm like exhausted, but I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay because my heart is filled. Uh, y'all don't. I don't know. Like, I woke up with the joy of the Lord in my spirit today. I jumped in the shower. Just got myself. Just I don't know. I feel so good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's in the atmosphere. I don't know, what's going on, but I feel good today, y'all. I feel blessed. I feel highly favored. I want everybody, the blessings to be upon your life today. I pray that everybody, even when the woes come today, because adversities are gonna try to come, because the enemy don't like to see nobody happy and smiling and full of energy and full of peace and for joy. And the enemy don't like to see that, y'all. Put joy in your heart. Put joy in your heart, y'all. Like, don't let the enemy win. Don't let the enemy win. Some of y'all might be having a hard time on your job. You might be having, that one coworker that won't let you live, or that one coworker you can't let live because they doing team too much. Okay, today, just flash them a smile. You know what I'm saying? Give them, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Today's the day. It's a gloomy day out here too. It's usually super hot. It's 77 degrees out here right now. Usually it's like 90 at this time. So, hopefully we'll get some. I think we're gonna have a rainy day today, which, it makes for a slow day at the restaurant, but it makes for a good day. So I know for sure if we have a rainy day today, I know 100% sure I'll probably be live a few times throughout the day, because usually if it's rainy and stuff like that, we're going to be kind of slow. Nobody comes out in that type of weather. But that's it, y'all. I just wanted to motivate somebody today. Chosen one, you're so funny. I think everybody passes gas, baby. Y'all just I have not found out. I guess trolling for some people is a good thing. Some people are professional trolls. I guess that's what they do. They like to come and troll people. But I don't know. I guess I don't have that energy to give people today. You know what I'm saying? You can hate me, you can like me. I don't care. Because the Lord woke me up today. He gave me breath. He gave me another chance at life, baby. He gave me another chance to get it right, do it right, and be right. And I'm just so grateful. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I am grateful, y'all. I don't know. And I don't know if it's because I went to sleep last night. really thinking about a lot of my friends and stuff that are going through loss right now. My mom that's going through loss right now. My a lot of my friends that are grieving, their loved ones. A lot of just a lot. It was like a lot. It was a lot. And so listening to that and having a heart for the people. Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you look at that. Look at it. Like, he will bring, yeah, I don't know, like simple stuff like that. Maybe I like, why is you getting all so excited about that? It's just like when you ask God to show you something and then he show you something, like you be like, okay, Lord, I see you. I see you. He a bad man. God is so bad. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my father, my spiritual and heavenly father, yeah, he's a cold piece. I don't know about how y'all feel about him, but that's how I feel about him. hmm And that's the kind of conversations we have. Be like, God, you is doing your thing today. Like this, this is how we talk. We talk. When I'm upset and I be like, Lord, I don't know what's going on, because I'm not about a relationship with the God. You know what I'm saying? I'm here too. I got a relationship, so I just encourage y'all today to stay positive. Stay positive. That's what I encourage you to do. Be positive. Show somebody a little love today. Show somebody a little love today. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Okay? To show somebody a little love today. A little love go a long way. A little love goes a long way. Okay. Well, that's all, that's my motivation for today. Just to love. I just had to, share a little story with y'all. Oh, my nail broke. I just had to share a little story with y'all about just love and kindness and how I broke my nail. I gotta put my press-ons back on because my real nails are breaking. Um, about how love and kindness can go a long way. That's it. I was just showing you how you can just, he said, for love and kindness have I draw thee. You know what I'm saying? So we know, and if God tell us the greatest commandment of them all is love, to love. The greatest commandment of them all is to love. Some of my people at my job, that's what they call me, Love. You know what I'm saying? Nickname. You know what I'm saying? They gave me that nickname, Love. One of my customers gave it to me, and everybody, you know, they'll be like, hey, Love. When they walk in, I'll be like, hey, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, whatever. What you see is what you get. I told y'all, what y'all see is what y'all get in real life, in real time. That's why I say y'all could always come see your auntie, because it ain't gonna be no different. I do. I do. I do. I do make good food. Hold on. Mighty, I don't have time for that this morning. I told y'all, trolls just love it here. Trolls just love it on Auntie. Trolls just love hanging out on Auntie page. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. Should I get me a $10 coffee today? I'm gonna get a medium. I don't need a large. I'm just gonna get a medium today. That's it. In fact, today I think that's what I'm gonna when I get home I'm gonna start their dinner for the day. Well, their lunch or whatever, cause I gotta go in early today. So usually on Fridays I usually don't go in till like 4 o'clock, but today I gotta go in at 1. So. Or should I get a coca mocha? Should I get a coca mocha? It's coconut and chocolate. Or should I just get what I usually get? I usually get a vanilla caramel blended with coconut. That's usually what I get. Or I just get a vanilla caramel blended. Sometimes I get the coconut, sometimes I don't. I don't know. It'd be good. Nothing, y'all. I'm in the hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm in line to get me a coffee. I just had to take my niece to school. And it's funny because the districts by my house don't have school, but she goes to a private school, so she has school today. So I had to call her mom and be like, because we was going, she was like, I was like, oh, it's sad. Everybody don't have school but you. So I called her mom and was like, can she leave school early today? So I'm going to pick her up early from school today. Let her have a half a day since everybody else is out. Good. Can I get I'm going to stick with what I know. Okay. Let me get a Golden Eagle medium blended. With add coconut. Uh-huh. With anything else? Nope. Okay. Do you have the app? Yes. Oh, let me give you the number. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I had to give out my phone number. There's a phone number y'all can call me on if y'all ever need to talk to your auntie with the team. If you're a part of my membership, that phone number should be in the memberships, okay? That you can just call me on if you just ever need just to talk, you need prayer, you just want somebody to just touch and agree with you on something, but other than that, I don't give out my number. But yeah, I didn't want anything. I just wanted to come on here and just hopefully motivate somebody. Those that are doing your manifestations, um, y'all ready to? You want to manifest? You want me to manifest with y'all this morning? Okay. I am the first multimillionaire in my family. I'm the first multimillionaire in my family. I am the first multimillionaire in my family. I have defeated depression. I have defeated depression. I have defeated depression. I have defeated anxiety. I have defeated anxiety. Did you get a straw for this today? Yes. Threw them everywhere. Thank you. I have defeated anxiety. I've defeated anxiety. I've defeated anxiety. My child is coming home. My child is coming home. My child is coming home. The house is mine. The house is mine. The house is mine. The car is mine. The car is mine. The car is mine. The job is mine. The job is mine. The job is mine. My family has been restored. My family has been restored. My family has been restored. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am rich. I am rich. What am I missing, y'all? I am spiritually healed. I am spiritually healed. I am spiritually healed. I am mentally healed. I am mentally healed. I am mentally healed. I am physically healed. I am physically healed. I am physically healed. I have a supernatural blessing. I have a supernatural blessing. I have a supernatural blessing. My finances are fixed. That my finances are fixed. My finances are fixed. My finances are healed. Because some people's finances are sick. So my finances are healed. My finances are healed. My finances are healed. Um, I don't know. What else, y'all? What else? Hey, Carmel. Hey, baby. Hey, princess. Here, we have to manifest and bring it into is people, we don't know how to pray. We don't know how to ask God and seek God for stuff. We have speak those things that are not as if they are. Meaning, we're not supposed to be saying, Lord, please, can you do this? Lord, we need you to do. God don't want to hear that. He don't want to hear that. He want to hear, Lord, my finances are healed. Lord, my housing situation is confirmed. Lord, he needs you to speak with, he says, speak with authority. You need to speak with authority when you're dealing with the Most High. You know, you need to speak with authority when you're dealing with the Most High. You need to speak with authority. So I think that's what we see. What people don't understand is when Auntie talk about relationship, I talk about the fact that you have to really build a trusting relationship with the Most High. He can know if he gives you something, he can trust you with it. See, we ask for stuff from the Most High, and he can't even trust us with the things that he give us. He can't trust us to do the right thing. He can't trust you if he give you $1 million today that you're gonna build somewhere and you're gonna feed the homeless, that you're gonna help your family members, that you're gonna, you know, um, feed the homeless, house the homeless, clothe the homeless. He's not. He knows that if he gives you, like me, I have a family of 11. Okay, I have a family of 11. So when I cook, I have to cook enough to feed 11 people and enough for them to make sure they can come back for seconds, thirds, and fourths if they choose to. They can eat it until it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? So I have to ask God, okay, Lord, how can I do this? How can I do, like the other day when my kids was like, okay, I was like, we got chicken breast out, we got sausage out. What do y'all want to make? Let's make some jambalaya. My kids was like, mama, we want some gumbo. I said, y'all want gumbo? We want gumbo. So what I did, made my kids some gumbo. When I say they ate and ate, and like they were full. They ate till they full. Yesterday, what do y'all want? We want spaghetti and meatballs. Okay. What did they do? They eat until they're full. They eat. They're like, I don't know. People just look at things differently. Like if he can take a fish and a loaf of bread and feed a multitude of people, baby, why y'all having such a hard time? It's because everybody want to eat lobster, shrimp, lamb chops, this and this and that. Baby, I don't know. When I was a little kid, like yeah, we ate good. Don't get me wrong, cause my mama, we ate good, but you know, like lobster, lamb chops, and stuff like that. My parents, like, if I could spend $35 on 5 lamb chops, do you know how much other food you could buy for that? Honestly, I don't even think people eat KFC anymore, boo. I don't think so. I mean, they might. I don't know. I don't know. But Do you know how many people you can feed with that? You know what I'm saying? And I don't get me wrong, cause baby, I make a mean oxtail stew. Okay, I make a lamb chop stew. I got a rack of lamb in the freezer right now. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids eat steak. They eat good, but you gotta be smart. Like, why I'm gonna go out here buying each one of my kids, spending $200 on buying each one of my kids ribeyes? Like, y'all think about eating today. Y'all was thinking about y'all think about eating for today, not for tomorrow. You like, yeah, I don't know. It's just very interesting. Very interesting how people just, I had reposted something today where this girl was like, she seen something where people were like back to school makeup. And she said, well, who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to take their child to get a full face beat of makeup? Baby, you better go to school and get that dang on them grades. Put some lip gloss on them lips. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Lord, I don't know. Yeah, it's just different. This generation is different. Like, baby, when I was in middle school, I wish I would tell my mama, mama, can you take me to to the makeup artist before the first day of school? Like, where they do that at? Y'all really, like, I'm so worried. Like, I am worried. I'm so worried about this next generation. I'm just so worried. I really am. You right, people is differences. Girl, my mama didn't play that either, baby. I had to sneak and put on, look, especially in junior high and high school, I had to sneak and put on makeup and stuff, baby. We wasn't allowed to be, baby, that lip gloss be popping though. If don't nothing else, our lip gloss was popping back then. But, all that other stuff, no. That's what I'm saying. Only lip gloss. And look, I ain't trying to be funny, but Carmel, tell the truth. Only girls wore weave back then is if you was kind of bald headed, like if you ain't had no hair. Other than that, baby, we wore some fresh bobs. We wore the ponytails. We wore the asymmetricals. We wore, you know what I'm saying? We wore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, only girls that, like, back then, weave was for people that, was grown, number one, and wanted to change their look up or whatever. And for people that, like, baby, I ain't gonna lie. Seventh and eighth grade, we ain't know nothing about wearing no wigs and no weaves. Somebody came, like, we knew if somebody came to school back then. Now, I'm just saying when we was going to school. Because I'm 50 when I was going to school. I graduated in 1992 from high school. So, I'm just saying about when I was going to school in the 80s and the early 90s. Well, shoot, I guess I graduated in 92, so first 2 years of the 90s or what, even shoot, when I was in college, baby, like, if you see somebody wearing, you knew it was a wig, number one, and you be like, dang, like, you be really, like, concerned, like, I wonder why they got on the wig. Did they get did their hair fall out, did something, because that just wasn't normal. That just wasn't normal for us. Like, we just didn't do it. So I'm like, but now the parents, girl, it be crazy. It be crazy. Like, I was just telling my daughter last night, because I came home and she had this, and my baby girl, when I say her hair down her back, like, literally down her back, okay? But she got 4C hair and it's down her back. So can you imagine, like, even with it being 4C right now, her braids, it would, without me straightening, putting any heat on it or nothing, her braids are in the middle of her back. So imagine when I straighten it out, what it be looking like, okay? So, and she has 4C hair, like, whoo, girl. For 4C hair, child. So she had took her shower and stuff, and she had got her hair wet yesterday, and I'm like, girl. So when I look at her, I said, boo, look at that. And so she's 13. And she's like, she doesn't like weave because she got a head full of hair. She's like, what I need to put weave in my hair for? Like, that doesn't make sense to her. She got a head full of hair. She's and she really like is not in. She's, I'll be like, come on, let me show you how to comb your own hair. She's really not interested in that. She still likes her mama to comb her hair. She's 14, she's about to be 14 next in October, and she still likes her mama to comb her hair. She still likes to sit and get her hair combed and talk to her mama and watch TV and stuff like that. Like, where is the young women, like, where is that at? Where is it when that used to be the highlight of me and my mama's relationship when I was growing up. That was the highlight of me and my older daughter relationship when she was growing up. In fact, that's how I connected with my bonus daughters. Like, when I met my husband, and we were, when we got married and all that. Because I already told y'all the story about my husband. Like, we were friends. We worked together in ministry for years. We were friends. And one day we were studying and he asked me to marry him. And we were married 6 months later. We never dated, nothing. We were friends. We worked together. So it was, yeah. And we've been married 15 years, 15 of them. Okay. So, but when I met when we got together, you know, that's how we established a relationship. I used to sit and I used to comb their hair and we used to just talk. They used to tell me things that they couldn't tell anybody else. So, yeah, girl, they a mess. So it's like, what happened to that? What happened to the mothers that used to sit and talk to their daughters as they comb their hair? What happened to the mothers that, when their daughter can feel comfortable telling them things are going to, and not trying to make them grow up too fast? That's the fact. That's the problem too. A lot of people are so quick to be like, 18, you get out of here. You go do your things, and you're not setting your children. That's why we have so many messed up adults out here, because they were forced to be an adult too soon. They were forced to be, even though, and I think that's why I have such a family, because my mom was such a young mother. She was young. My mom was married and had all her kids by the time she was 21. All four of us by the time she was 21. She was married and had all four of us by the time she was 21. So we grew up with her, but we grew up with her, but we didn't grow up with her. Like, we grew up with my mom. Like, my mom matured and became an adult over her children, but we never, like, we was not her equal. She was our mom. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. People want to be their equal. I don't let young children call me by my first name. If you younger than my kids, why is you calling me by my first name? You can call me Mama T. You can call me Mrs. T. You can call me ma'am. You can call me auntie. You can call me grandma. You can call me anything, but don't call me by my first name, because, baby, we are not equal. You is not equal. I guess I'm just, like, even to today, I would never call, like, we have a mother that work at the mother of the restaurant. I would never call her by her first name. I always put mother in front of her name. I don't care, y'all, any grown adult. It's just habit with me. Maybe it comes from me growing up in ministry. I don't know. Growing up in the masjid, growing up in the church. I don't know what it comes from, but I cannot call grown people, like, adults, like, older than me, my elders, by their first name. I just can't do it. It's so hard for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a sir in it in front of it. I'm gonna put a ma'am in front of it. I'm gonna put a mother, a father. I'm gonna put a unc. I'm gonna put something in front of that. I cannot just be like, hey, Miss Jackie. No, hey Jackie. No, I'm gonna say, hey Miss Jackie, how are you today? Or hey, like my neighbor. I would never call her by her first name. You know what I'm saying? She's all, and you know what? I'm younger than her, and she don't call me by my first name. She called me, she called me Mrs. My last name. I call her Mrs. her last name. You know what I'm saying? I and she knows my first name. I know her first name, but it's a respect issue, y'all. We don't even have respect like that for our elders no more. People don't have respect for their elders. You and your elder is not equal. They are your elder. They are your senior. Y'all are not, they not like us. Yeah, that's serious. They not like us. You and your elders are not equal. When people start understanding that and putting the respect factor back in the world, that's the problem. There's no respect factor. There is, everybody want to be equal. Oh, and then the excuses. Well, the old people want to be young, so we treat them like we young, like they young. No, baby. The old people are survivors. We done survived a lot of stuff. Some of us that are sitting here and I have survived so much just to be able to come on here and try to help you and tell you, like, look, the way you going, some things that to be right is not right. It is wrong. And some things, no, we don't all have it together because we the ones that done messed up. I ain't gonna lie, it's my generation, Generation X. We can't blame it on the baby boomers. It's us. Generation X did it. We did it. You know why? Because we don't want to be like my mama. I don't spank because my mama didn't spank us. My mama spanked us, and I feel like I got whoopings I didn't deserve. When probably every single whooping you got, you deserved it. Probably every single one. I'm not just saying, and I don't condone violence or anything like that, but the word of God says, spare this rod, spoil a child. You know what I'm saying? So now look at the generation of Rod Spirit. Look at the generation of Rod Spirit. Just look. Look at the generation of people look at the generation where I talk to my child. I talk to my kids too, but they already know I don't play. I do squats. You can do squats. You can sit on that wall and squat all day. I'm not going to play with you. And then people even say, oh, don't do exercise as a form of discipline because, then they'll hate to exercise when they get older. No, it'll build endurance and strength. See, y'all, it be funny to me too. It be the people that don't got kids, that ain't never raised nobody children, okay? Don't know nothing about raising nobody children at all. Nothing at all. They got so much advice on how you should be a parent and how you should parent your children. That's the part that be getting me, y'all. That's the part that be getting me. It be those. Hey, babe. Oh, that's my. Sorry, y'all. That's my little babies in the neighborhood. They see me sit here, they just get to waving. They so cute. But it be those people, they be like, oh, this and everything is child abuse and everything is child neglect and everything is this and everything. Now there is some people but you know what? This is the sad part about it. Back when I was in child protection and I worked for child protection and all that, um I want to be honest. I have to be 100% honest with y'all. Out of the 3 years, 3.5, almost 4 years, I worked in the court system. Um, I want to say about 10%, 10, maybe about 10%, maybe 15% of my cases had to do with child abuse or child endangerment or something like that. Um, Probably out of that 15, let's say 15%, probably 2% of it was for physical people physically, doing something physically to their children. The rest of it was for like, leaving their children, being gone for days, or like stuff like, back then they would take your kids if they came to school dirty, if they were like, wasn't clean, having on the same clothes. Because you got to remember, y'all, back then in the early 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, people were still in the crack era. So people were having a hard time still, like trying to, take care of their children. And then they went from the crack era to that they was smoking. They called them back then. It was they were smoking embalming fluid, and it was just a lot of things going on. Okay, because I'm from the inner city. Okay, it was a lot of things going on in the inner city, a lot of things going on in the hood. So back then, when I would go to court, it would be mostly because, the parents were on drugs, and the parents had got in trouble, and the parents were this, and so the kids were being taken away from the parents, and it was because they were being left in the house because the parents was chasing Jason. That's what we call it back then, chasing Jason. So because the parents were chasing Jason, the kids were left in the house, whatever, and stuff like that, and so that's where a majority of my cases came from. And so then it will be, okay, this will be because I worked in conjunction with a drug rehabilitation center. Okay, so when the parents will be getting treatment, then they'll be in the treatment center. I will have their children in my house. I had a 2-story. It was a duplex, and like upstairs there were 4 bedrooms, downstairs there were 4 bedrooms, and then I had a finished basement where I had a live-in that will be there, like when I'm gone. They were like my overnight shift. Okay, my live-in was my overnight shift. So um and when I say, y'all, I knew what the state was paying back then, so I can imagine what they pay now. And that's why so many people that really don't like children get into the foster care system, because of the money. Honestly, that's the reason. But I was real particular about where my kids went, even with foster care. Even if I was sending them to a permanent foster care home or something, you had to go through hoops and loops and jumped all the way through to get my kids, because I didn't play about that. Because you got to think, like, them, like, once they came into my home, I nurtured them like they were my babies. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't play about that. When I go to court, look, this is the treatment plan. If they can't do this treatment plan and complete this treatment plan 100%, no, they are not getting these children. No, nope, nope, nope. My I would suggest that they go blah 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 blah. That was just me. That's what I did. You know, and I have to honestly say, it was only, yeah, really and truly, honestly, it really was only like maybe 2 to 3 families that their mom just couldn't get it right. Their mom and family couldn't get it right. Everybody else, they go do their treatment center. Then I take from the treatment center, we help them get housing, and then they stay in what we call transitional housing for for their well, we they can get be there up to 2 years in transitional housing. So we were in conjunction with a like, man, when I say we networked for families to get back on their feet back then, and they will go into transitional housing. And when they're in transitional housing, what I do is they start with visitation with their kids in the home. Then I will go just observe, what they do in the home. Then they will do like, then they'll start like getting a day overnight, and then they'll do a day overnight for a month, and then they'll do, okay, 2 days. And then it was like we will gradually put the child back in the home, or the children, because usually I have families of like siblings of three or more. So we would, gradually put them back in the home, you know what I'm saying, with them. But the parents are still in our transitional housing, so that if anything happens, they're still wards of me, right? So if anything happens, it's not, they're right there at the treatment. They're right there at, you know what I'm saying? Because relapse is real, you know what I'm saying? But I have had so many people to this day that are friends with me, even on Facebook and stuff. And I was able to watch my babies grow up. Like, even if they went back home, they will reach out. They will send me cards. They will send me gifts on Mother's Day. Like, they was just like the parents, like, to this day. Like, this lady, like, I want to see it. One day I'm going to have her come up on my panel and let her tell her story, because y'all, her story is like phenomenal. Like, but to this day, like, me and her is locked in. To this day, we locked in, because she was one that, like, she wanted it so bad, but she was like, it was so hard for her in the beginning. But then it's like, one day, I'll never forget, she just broke out in tears, and she was like, I can't do this. And I was like, yes, you can. You can. And she was like, I can't. I can't do it. And she was like, I just can't do it. And I'm never going to be able to do this. And I was like, and we just, man, and she did it. She graduated. That lady, in fact, y'all, that's what she does now. She's a she's a chemical dependency counselor. That's what she does for a living now. She's a chemical dependency counselor. Um and She was able to get her kids. They stayed in their transitional housing. She was really my first real, like, I guess you would call it, success case. She stayed in her transitional housing. She had a few times where, it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and she's calling like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm about to go. I can't do it. And I'm like, sit still. I'm on my way. Here I come. And so, yeah, like, baby, I would get up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, go help sit down with these mamas and help these mamas. I would go, help them cook a meal, teach, because some of them just didn't have the skills to cook their kids meals and stuff like this. And y'all, some of these people were older than me. Some of them was my age at the time. Y'all, I was 20. Let me see. When I started working for Child Protection Services, I was like, what, 24, 25? So I was really young. But it was like the impact I made was and I was a beast in that courtroom, baby. The judges loved me. When they see me walking in, I was bomb, baby. I walked in there with my 3-piece suits. Like, baby, every time you see me, I looked the part and was the part and could get whatever I needed out of them courts, because I did what I had to do. So, like, it's just different. It's just different nowadays, y'all. It's just different. Like, nobody has that same type of tenacity and energy no more. The parents don't care no more. All they care about fashion, what the world thinks, comparing to the next person. Nobody cares about just pure love and just being there for people. Nobody cares about that no more. I don't know. Just a little morning rant, y'all. I just thinking about it, because it really upsets me that nobody just, the generation, like, and then we got Generation Alpha, right? We got the new kids coming up, and they got the old souls. They're the old souls reincarnated. They're the old souls. They're the old souls back. God is bringing the old souls back to this earth. I want y'all to just, if you got a baby around you or a little person around, I call them little people. I call kids little people. Y'all, sorry. Y'all got, because they not kids. Kids is a baby goat. So I call children, or I call them little people, because that's what they are. If you got a little person around you, little people around, like kids, children around you, just like, just watch them and listen to them. They got, they're like our generation, like how when we were little. So we got to think of what we are going to do to encourage them. Like they're the generation. See, the generation be like the their siblings before them, like the teenagers now and stuff. They're a little different than the little kids, because the little kids, like, they want to roller skate. They want to play basketball. They want to be outside jumping. They want to play. They want to do this. But it's like, even us as parents, we don't tell our kids, go outside and play no more. We say, here's your iPad. You want your iPad? You want your computer? You want your phone? That's what we say. We don't tell our kids, hey, go outside and run around the block. Hey, y'all go outside and play tag. Hey, y'all go outside and do this. Y'all go outside and jump rope. Y'all go outside. We don't do that no more. We don't do that no more. How do a whole 3 generations do not know how to jump double dutch? How do a whole 3 generations, three, don't know how to jump double dutch? How do a 3 generations don't know how to roller skate, ride a bike, all that? And I honestly, we have to be honest about that, because my 12-year-old and my 13-year-old, they got mad because we was making them ride a bike. They got mad because why we need to ride a bike? Why we had to learn how to ride a bike? Why is that? Why? They didn't understand. But my baby boy, engine number 9, baby, that joker could roller skate. He could ride a bike. He could jump rope. He could lift weights. He can box. He can he can flip. He can do cartwheels. He one of them kids that go outside and just be doing cartwheels in the yard, running. When I say that's why I say there's the generation is coming back. They say there's nothing new under the sun. History repeats itself. Okay. These new kids is like we were. So we have to teach them the things that we know. We need to bring back community centers. We need to bring back safe places where kids can go and be kids and not have to worry about being adults so early in life. There is so many children right now that don't know how to be a child. They talk like they're an adult. They talk to you like they're an adult. They try to do things that adults do. They dress like adults. They get their hair done like adults. They get full faces of makeup like adults. Girl, eyelashes. What is you doing with some eyelashes on in the 7th grade? Girl, please. Mm-mm. My baby girl, honey, them lips be popping. She'll throw on her some, and she loved makeup. She done loved makeup ever since she's a little girl, and she's bomb at applying makeup because her older sister taught her how to apply makeup. But you will never see her with a full face of makeup on. But she knows how to do, like, she learned how to do girly stuff, but you'll never see her doing it. One day I asked her, I said, do you want me to go and take you and get some braids put in your hair? No, I'm good. You can just give me some plaits and a ponytail. Or she likes to wear her afro, girl, and the afro be way out there. So it's all, I don't know. It's just my morning rant about just how we done messed up these generations and what can we do to fix it. I be asking men all like I be asking like especially men of color all the time. Like we be in conversations at the bar and they be like, well, you can't even talk to these youth no more. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't. Where is the men? Where is the authority? Where is the authority? And that's why, and they was like, you right, T, you right, T, you right. I be like, where is y'all authority? Man, they be wanting to fight. They be wanting to do what? Baby, my daddy coached basketball. He coached in the inner city. He coached like when I say some of the boys he coached, that's all they did was pow pow and fight and stuff like that. But when they got on that court, when they went to them basketball practices, when they went to he gave there was outlets. Of course we're gonna have so many kids being destructive. We're gonna have girls having babies young. We're gonna have this if we don't have nothing to teach them, nothing different. Back then we used to when I lived in Minnesota, back in Minnesota, we used to have a place called Oak Park Center. Okay. Oak Park Community Center. And I used to run a program there, right? And the program every day, the kids will come in and we had an art room where we had somebody, we had an art person that taught art, you know what I'm saying, taught them how to do art. So we had an art room. We had a computer science room, okay, where we had a computer room where we had somebody that would teach them how to work computers, teach them all the computer software, teach them that. Then we had art, we had computer, we had a tutoring room where that's the first thing they do when they come in. Get your homework out. Let's see where you at. Whoop de woo woo woo. We had a tutoring room. Okay. Then we had which was like an elective room. So every day somebody from the community would come in and do something. So we might have like let's do folklore stories. Let's do acting. Let's prepare for a community play. Like so we had all kinds of stuff. Well, let's have music, so we had all these things to do after school. Then we had and while they're doing this, right, we had a food shelf down in the basement. And while they're doing this, we're preparing dinner for them. So we're preparing dinner. So the parents, we took that pressure off of parents. So every day they knew Monday through Friday that their kids was going to eat a good meal, was going to get a hot, good meal at the community center. So we cooked every day, Monday through Friday. And on Friday, we sent what we called a grocery bag home, which was like we said, maybe we'll send oatmeal, we'll send malto meal, we'll send a gallon of milk, a dozen of eggs, a loaf of bread. We'll send, like maybe a packet of ground beef or a packet of chicken. Like everybody got a grocery bag every Friday night, every Friday to take home. Everybody got a grocery bag every Friday to take home. When I say most of the children in our program never got under a C, most of the children in our program never got under a C in school because we had that program every single day, right? Every single day until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, the parents were sure that they had somewhere for their children to go. And it was a safe environment. It was a safe environment. It's like, and for them, you would think they've been in school all day. They don't want to come here. But no, like, it will be a punishment when if they know, okay, you act up, you not coming, you're gonna be suspended from here for a whole 2 to 3 days. They're thinking, boy, I'm gonna miss my good meal, I'm gonna miss my snack when I get there from school, because they get a snack as they come in the door. They get a cookie or something, just a little snack to go today, and then they'll say, then you like say for instance you started on green today, tomorrow you might start in red class, the next day you may start in purple class. Like we did, like, man, the system was so and that's what I want to re-put back into the community centers and stuff like that. I want to reiterate that back into it because I feel like if we can do things like that, we can start um, reclaiming the land, reclaiming the atmosphere, reclaiming the kids back, reclaiming our families back and stuff, and getting the children to become positive, productive people in society. Because the way it's going right now, baby, we gonna have a lot of beautiful, unintelligent, okay, um, can't form a sentence, can't write in cursive, can't sign their name, don't know how to do nothing individuals. So I'm my job, and this is my goal. This is what I've been working on, and I challenge somebody else to work on this in your state, in your community. And this is my challenge to y'all. Work on something to find something that you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? That you're passionate about, that you don't mind helping someone else with. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's I'm a passionate cook, so I'm gonna offer my services to the community center to, do cooking classes for the youth once a week. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to volunteer my service. I'm a good workout person. I'm going to volunteer my services to work out children in the community once a week or twice a week or whatever. Because y'all, there is a lot of parents that can't afford to put their children into um what is it called? What is it, red line, or they can't afford to put their children into a training program, or they can't afford to whatever. And my thing is if you working out and I mean, why can't you work out with, like, I don't know, like, I'm telling you, and then what people fail to realize, that right there is what God talk about when he talk about sowing your seed. When he talk about sowing the seed, when he talks about um the youth and the elders with the wisdom and the youth with the strength. You know what I'm saying? It's when he talks about, leading them. It's how why do we got all this knowledge, and if nobody is if you we want to get paid for every single thing we know. What if somebody charged us for everything they know? What if somebody charged us back then to eat a meal, or charged us, and when the community center was free? Now you got to pay $185, sometimes $200, $300 for your kids to just go to a community center. And it's no programs. Then you got to pay for the programs inside the community centers. Then you got to pay for the equipment that goes with the program with the community center. And I'm like, wait a minute, where is all these fundings y'all get? Where is all these grants y'all get? What is all that going to? Why is the director making $160,000 a year in these community centers, but there's no programs? And that's the real. Why is they making six figures, but there's not a program going on in the community center? So where's all the grant money? What are y'all doing with it? Oh, buying new equipment? Y'all, every community, and I don't know about where y'all at, but mostly here in the DFW area, every single community center you go into is nothing but an adult workout lab. That's where the adults go to work out. Every community center. Every community center. Very seldom is there children programs, and if they are, you're paying $200 a month for the program, or you're paying, this and that for and I'm like, baby, if I'm paying for the community center, all my programming should be free. Because you got the grants to run the program. See, I know how that works. And do. And I thank God that that he gave me that knowledge to learn that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to work in those fields. And y'all, I've always been like this for the youth. I was awarded in my community for my service to the youth in my community. They gave me an award for when I lived for my service to the youth in my community, because I when I worked with child protection and when I worked with the school system, I worked with the charter schools. Like, I was nominated for and got and received an award, and y'all, I was alongside some big wigs, some money, like people like CEOs and big wigs and stuff, and it was just little old me, a little girl from the hood, but did her damn thing when it came to them youth. I made sure all my youth programs ran effectively all the way, and then it was so cold. Boy Scouts of America recruited me. They came looking for me. So, child, I worked for a little bit of everybody. I worked for the state. I worked for corporate foster care. I worked in child care. I worked in the Minneapolis public schools. I worked in juvenile detention. I worked in group homes. What else? Oh my gosh. I worked in daycares. I was a daycare teacher. I was an infant toddler teacher. I was a preschool teacher. What else? Um, yeah. So this is not stuff that I'm just like whatever. This is stuff that I have experienced. I've walked through. I know. I know that I know that I know. You know what I'm saying? And I stand 10 toes behind it. No pun intended. People are funny. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just hopefully I just encourage y'all to like y'all, we need to take our communities back. We need to be positive role models in our community. It's all good to shuck and jive and have a good time, but we need to really, really, really um, take a hold of our youth. We have to. If not, we're gonna be a lost generation. It's gonna be a lost generation. And y'all gotta think, the children we're raising today is gonna be the adults of tomorrow. The children we raise today will be the adults of tomorrow. So with that said, y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Have a productive day. Love somebody other than yourself, but love yourself the most, okay? Love yourself the most. Self love is the most important love of them all. Love yourself the most, but love somebody too. Okay, give somebody a hug. Call a friend. I tell y'all all the time, call somebody. Pick up the phone. Y'all, my sister called. I called my sister. My sister called me. Not my, was it my sister? No, my best friend just sent me a text out the blue. I love you. I love you, girl. And I was like, girl, I love you too. You the best. You know what I'm saying? So send a friend a text. Send your friend a text. Tell them, help them. You know what I'm saying? My daughter sent out a text this week to her friends, and she was like, wishing them a blessed week or whatever. And she was like, this week you can support me by doing this. And how can I support you? And I'm gonna put that on my thing. So every week I want you to start sending out a text to your loved ones, your friends, and say, this week I need your support with X, Y, and Z. Okay. Next week, how can I, and you tell me how I can support you this week. So this week, Auntie needs y'all support with showing love and kindness to someone else. Auntie needs y'all support with loving yourself and loving someone else. But y'all tell Auntie how she can support you too this week. Okay? Tell Auntie how she can support you too this week. I love y'all. I love y'all. And if y'all want to be a part of the exclusives, make sure y'all hit that join button and to get that 99-cent membership, y'all. And I will catch y'all in the next video.